All right, this is the main problem that I have with black women who call into Kendra G's show, and instead of really wanting a man, they end up doing this charity case bullshit, and they don't pull this shit with other races of men. They don't pull this shit on other platforms, but when they come here into this space, and they already know what black men want. They already know that black men want women who are submissive, who can cooperate on his program, can listen, do what she's told. It's like it's so rudimentary and basic. But black women come to this so-called Kendra G, this so-called black woman who understands black men, yet calls black men ashy every time they call her up. She understands black men and understands what they want, and she's prepping women to be ready to be with black men. And it's like shit like this to where it's like you're only proving the point on why brothers need a passport. You're not doing anything that's like interesting to where I'm like, oh shit, I know she has 2 kids by 2 men, but like she just has this aura or this thing about her to where even as a childless black man, I want to get like, no, you guys don't have anything that's interesting that just makes y'all pop. And it's so embarrassing seeing shit like this to where I'm like, Kendra G just needs to filter her shit to where it's like, hey, no single moms. No single moms, no women over 30. Let's go.
All right, we already got someone. Hello?
And again, the typical laziness. You press the button. It's not that hard. Like, cause if you go onto the Kendra G show on her Snapchat, I mean not Snapchat, on her Instagram, it's really easy just to watch the live. Like, you literally have to, because there's so many people commenting. You would really just have to really seriously click the join. Like it's so I'm kind of tired of women doing this shit to where it's like I didn't even know I pressed the button. It's like, be ready. They constantly do this bullshit to where they're in the dark room, like they're like some evil, like it's an evil secret. It's like it's like a villain reveal. A secret villain reveal, like, oh my god, that's the real villain. That's who was behind everything. It's like, come on. Be in the limelight. Be dressed. And look presentable. Like, it needs to be the main people looking for a man.
Hi, Kendra.
Hey, boo, we cannot see your face, honey.
Okay. Oh, my God. I didn't know you were going to pick me. Oh, my goodness.
Why do y'all push the button and that's what y'all say every time?
Kendra, I have been trying for the last few weeks.
Okay, but you here now, bro?
Yes.
What's your name, baby?
Shanifa.
What is it?
Shanifa.
Shanika?
Shanifa.
Spell it for me.
Shanitha.
Shanita.
Shanifa.
Spell it again.
I'm not gonna put up with this. Let's just blah. Okay, there we go.
How old are you?
41.
Oh, they got the kid in the background.
41. You look good for 41. I thought you were younger, actually.
Really?
No, she looks her age, Kenya. She's fat. She hit the wall. She looks her age. Please stop. This is kind of the stupid thing with black folks, especially with black women, is that they don't have a category on like fucking age. So it's like every woman is basically one conglomerate age. Someone can easily say, "Oh my God, you look 30. Oh my God, you look like you're in your mid-20s. Oh my God, you look like a teenager."
Thank
I
you.
did.
You're beautiful, Kendra.
You?
Yes.
And look at a little baby, oh, like just browbeating her mom and like, hey, you better do it right. You better do it right. You better get us a stepdaddy. You better get us a stepdaddy. And the sad thing about it is that when I see shit like that to where like kids are up at 9 o'clock, especially as young as she is, that lets me know that you don't really have that much control in your household, and that you are spoiling your kids. Your kids shouldn't be up at freaking 11 p.m. eating ice cream and watching TV. Cause there's no kid shows at 11 p.m. and they're gonna they're gonna piss the bed if you when you feed them so late in the night. So you need to create a cutoff to where it's like, hey, no food past 7, and don't drink so much past, I'll probably say past 8.
I'm beautiful, but girl, I'm glammed up. I better be beautiful, much as this hair and makeup cost. Shit. It better look nice. It ain't cheap. Thank you, bro.
Oh my God, look at my granddaughter. She's
You a grandmama at 41?
I am. She's the oldest grandbaby. She's 5. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter and a 1-year-old grandson.
You have 3 grandchildren.
3.
So how old are your kids?
My daughter's 23 and my son is 21.
Same man?
No.
Of course not. It's never the same man. So I don't know why Kendra G asked these dumb questions. Like when single moms come up to the show, I already know this. They're over the age of 35, 2 to 3 kids. I'll probably say 2 to 4 kids, on average. At least 2 baby daddies. Never married. Not educated. Works odd jobs. At the very least, is in some type of pharmaceutical, position. And I could probably bet you she already fits all those categories.
2 different men. So you had children at 15?
Huh? Kendra, I'm 41. My daughter is 23 and my son is 21.
Well, how old was you when you had your first baby?
I was a month before my 18th birthday.
I mean, bitch, you wasn't that far off, but I understand the math was wrong.
You was 17.
Yes.
About to be 18.
Yes.
Okay. Did you settle down with either of your children's dads?
No. I really wanted to with my daughter's dad, but it just didn't work out.
Okay.
I was young and naive.
See, they'll always do this young and naive chance, but you notice how and especially a lot of you guys, especially who were teenagers or in high school, from the 80s to 2000 to I'll even go to where I was, to where like the early, I probably even to now. I don't even think it changed. High school guys, at least from the 80s to now, can relate to where black women have rejected you for being the nice guy, for being the smart guy, being the guy that wasn't popular, but you wasn't a bad person. You seemed like you had your head on your shoulders. They know how to reject you. They know how to tell you no. They know how to tell you to like fuck off, this, that, and the third. But it's so weird how the same girl that can reject you, even for little shit, like she couldn't even take you to prom or anything. They can reject you so easily, but when you talk to like the average guys that are dating, who are always in relationships, they will tell you that the same girl that rejected you was a jump off. Like she's always in somebody's DM. She's always trying to get out to somebody, but she just so happened and reluctantly rejected you. So you think that she's different or she's hard to get, and then the guys are like, bruh, Brenda, man, she's a bop. She's everywhere.
I can't.
Young and naive. Shanita, Michigan, 41. What do you do for a
Shanifa.
living?
I'm a Cena. And I also give me 1 second, Kendra. I'm sorry. Hold on, baby. Just for a second. She's been busy right now.
Someone said, Kendra, you too fine to be mad. I'm not bad at math. I count the numbers in my bank account extremely well.
I'm a Leo. July.
That's why I can't stand Kendra, because it's the typical strag behavior. I'm better than you. I have more money. And this is a woman who can't even like do the shit that the working class black man can do. You think you can trust her with construction, being an electrician, you know, shit that's dangerous, you know, being. Come on, you think she would last in the military or some shit? Actually, she front lines, being a cop, she can't last. So this is kind of the annoying thing about being in America or in a first world country, to where again people like her and women like her can live so easy and comfortable, dissing the average person and then telling you to get your money up. And the thing is, I'm actually keeping America open and awake. You're just some dumb broad who is just talking to celebrities, wishing she can actually be an A-lister.
Yeah.
A Leo. So Shanita, Michigan, a Leo, home health aide, 2 children, 23 and 21. Let's do it, boo. What kind of man you looking for?
Wow. A guy that got his life together.
See, they'll always tell you that they need a guy that has his life together. And honestly, at her age, most likely she's looking for a guy that's probably 50 between. I'll probably say they usually don't want to go. She's gonna say 45 to like 60. But realistically, she's probably going to aim for a little younger dude, like probably 30 to 55. But they're always talking about they need these guys' lives together, and this is a kind of defense mechanism to project this image that black men don't have it together. The men they run to just don't have it. And then this is the woman who went on Kendra G show with in a dark room. It like how now all of a sudden there's lights. How the fuck it was dark 1 minute? Your baby running around. You're on. They don't make no sense. Like, oh, and I just happened to press the join button. Like I probably have to do a tutorial on how to fucking watch Kendra G's show without hitting the join button. It's too easy.
I haven't dated since last year. It's just a lot of bad guys out there, honestly. I just really want somebody who got their life together.
Okay, once somebody got their life together. So you've been meeting a lot of men who don't got their life together.
Well, last year was the last time I dated. And the last guy I met, he wanted to move in with me, like within 2 weeks. I'm like,
I mean, is he wrong? I mean, you were the person that was naive, got 2 kids. I mean, granted, the first one's is grown. So, basically you just raising the little kid, the daughter by yourself. So you kind of like you just raising 1 kid, but it's like, is he wrong? Miss Naive,
Where they do that at? Like, no. No.
Okay, before we go further, let me get clarity. Are you a CNA?
I'm a CNA. Yes, I'm a CNA. I've been a CNA for.
Yeah, I figured it was some type of medical. So yeah, They're always in those kind of fields.
A little over 12 years.
Okay, a CNA, because we're trying to get clear on that. So she's a CNA. All right, so that's your deal breaker. Guy don't got they life together. Any more deal breakers?
Um, well, you gotta be respectful. Um, that's it. You just have.
See, cause they don't have it because they don't really meet any real men. That's why it's very kind of confusing what they want, and a lot of times this is why I'll probably say the majority of the show doesn't even cover what they want in a man, but more so of what they're missing in their life. I need. I grew up this way, and my business. I went to. It's so muchly about this. This is why these women they don't call up to get a man, and I've told you, I've I've softly trolled some of these females to where I'll just kind of like give a hello. I'll say, hey, so my name is blah blah. I'm 29. This is what I do for a living. I have wheels. Could we do something? And I've told you before. I think I've been blocked 2 or 3 times, and I think 4 times the other 4 girls I had like I didn't get a response. I don't even think they even saw my message. So a lot of these chicks are just playing like I said, are just playing on the phone, but they just want to get their they just want somebody to talk to because these chicks are lonely. That's why when you watch these soft girl videos, these chicks are like damn near depressed. And I'll make a part 2 of that shit eventually. Like these girls are depressed and they're talking to themselves. They're just reading, quoting Bible verses, going to stupid ass life coach seminars. They're they're planting. They're just planting bullshit. They don't even have a real garden. They just have a fucking pot, a plant in a pot, and they're just watering that shit like they're doing something. And you'll just see them, entertaining themselves for so long, and it's just gonna reach this boiling point to where they're just gonna be like, "Damn, I really do need a man," and this is the boiling point.
Be respectful.
Yes.
All right, so this is Shanita, Michigan, 41. What's the age range you would date?
Anywhere from maybe 38 to 45.
Okay, I kind of figured because I know because usually they don't want older dudes because they kind of see older dudes as like dead weight. By the time you hit like 55 and older, you're practically dead weight. So this is why they're trying to get these new old heads. The dudes just now hitting the 30s and shit. So
38 to 45. Does he have to be in Michigan?
It would be nice, but not necessarily.
See, so she said Michigan. Michigan is a state. Michigan, like you have to really look at the demographics of Michigan. This ain't like the South where it's like it's really like interconnected. Like, real, what's the only thing touching is it? Let me see. Is you got Illinois, but that's probably like kind of Ohio. Okay, but again, like when they say they just blindly just name a state, like come on, man, like ain't no like I know people travel, but are you really gonna travel like 4 hours for this? Even more. So when these women just say, "Oh, he doesn't have to be in the same state," they're playing around. They're playing around. They just looking for someone to talk to for a little bit and then throw you away. And then you're like, we've been close for like 3 months. Why would you just distance yourself? Oh, you was just something to do, dude. You was just something to do.
Nice, but not necessarily. Could he have children?
Now, this, what is there to think about? Come on, what really? I mean, it's not to say that we already know that a good bit of black men are childless, but you have to be reasonable. Like nobody, these dudes aren't looking. If they don't have anything, they don't have a legacy. Why would they be even looking in your direction? And again, I can tell by how she talks and responds. She's hurt. That's why she's talking about. I just need a guy that's respectful. And when I hear that, that basically just means, okay, the guy's gonna get with you, and you're just gonna string him along. It's gonna be a year or two of pointless talking. No serious dates. Y'all between that, the 2 year span, you're probably only gonna meet like 4 times. You're gonna be really slow, lazy, and you're just gonna forget about him.
Well, he can. It's like this, Kendra. I have adult children, right? My son and my daughter, adults, children. I'm raising my 5-year-old granddaughter temporarily.
Okay, so both of her children are grown. So okay, but you raising. See, this is the strag behavior that kind of gets annoys me. So she's a grandma. And her daughter is what, too damn lazy? What, she don't have a man? Like, you're too damn lazy to raise. Oh God, too damn lazy to raise your own damn kids, huh? Like this, I can kind of be like this. This woman should be done raising kids. She should be done with this shit. But she didn't raise her daughter right. Her daughter was, again, a product of single motherhood. So again, she ain't trying to be a single mom just. Yeah, she got to get her party on. She's young. She just hit her 20s.
Early until next year. Under the circumstances, it's like I really didn't want to meet a guy with kids, but I guess.
Really? Oh man, how are you making these demands?
I don't mind if it's 1 or 2.
I don't mind. Like, okay, I get it that your kids are grown, but you raising your grandchild, your granddaughter, or whatever. That's like boring responsibilities, especially when it's voluntary. Like you're really not even that obligated to do it.
Because she's 5. I'm going to have her until next year, November.
So you say.
Okay. Oh, so you have custody of your child, your grandchild.
Yes, I have temporarily custody. And it's because my daughter, she was in a car accident with my brother back in 2020. And she was sentenced for that last year. So, yes. Yes, yes. So I took the oldest granddaughter in, and the youngest baby is with the other grandmother.
Yeah, you saw that eye rolling shit. So there's some conflict. There's some conflict.
Brother, okay?
But this is what you black men want to get into, right? Y'all childless, you older black men who are childless. This is something you want to get into, right? Yeah, her daughter is in jail. She's splitting the custodies between her grandkids and shit. That's something y'all want to get into, right?
He didn't make it after 2 weeks. He passed away.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Thank you, Kendra. Me too. But it's just I'm dealing with that still. Based on that.
See, now if it was a black man that had mental issues, or he was trying to get over something that he hasn't gotten over yet, black women would be like, oh, well, you need to go seek a counselor. You don't need to be dating nobody. You don't need to be you don't need to be wasting somebody's time. You need to go heal yourself. Go see somebody for like 8 months to 2 years, and then find yourself. But with black women can be fucking suicidal. And I think I think that was like literally on one Kendra G shit. A woman can be suicidal, and people will still applaud her and be like, "Yeah, you're okay to date somebody." Oh yeah, I remember it was the woman who was a widow. Her man got hit by a car or some shit. I don't know, some kind of accident. He died, and Kendra G ended up paying, volunteered her for counseling, and she was saying, "I'm gonna pay for your counselor and all that shit, your therapist." But she wouldn't do that for no black man though.
Because she was sentenced last year. I took in my granddaughter, but I lost my job behind that a month later because of the guardianship paperwork that they wanted. It's a pandemic. The courts were closed.
All right, so again, black man, childless black man. This is what you wanted, right? You wanted a woman who just lost her job during the pandemic, who's also taking care of her granddaughter, who's also got bills on bills on bills on bills. Bills don't pay itself. Bills. Mid 40s. What is she? 41? No, early 40s. She has the gap. That's, well, come on, guys. What you thought y'all deserved? Beyonce? Y'all thought y'all deserved. Y'all thought y'all deserved some 20-something-year-old girl who just got out of college, and you thought you deserved something, didn't you? You thought you deserved something. Nah. That's why these girls are calling up. These women need you, man. They need you to be stepdaddy.
It's a process with that. So I lost my job behind that. So it's been tough.
So how are you doing money? How are you doing with money?
Honestly, and I was making like decent money. I was making like $21.50. And just the,
$21.50. What do you mean by that? $21.50? What the fuck? Gotta pull out my damn calculator. $21.50. What she mean by that? I guess she was making that a month or something. So, no way. It can't be right. $21.50. I don't know what you mean by that.
If I needed to do another 8-hour shift, they would give us anywhere from a $200 to a $400 extra bonus just to come through the door. So financially, I was fine. Now, not so good. I mean, I'm trying. Home care it work out every now and then.
So you also have to understand that she can't work. Plus, the baby gonna need somewhere to go, so you're gonna have to pay for the daycare services, and they ain't cheap.
You have Cash App?
How did we get here? How did we get here to where black men are telling black women, "Fuck you guys. We're getting passports. We're not gonna deal with the bullshit, the luggage, the baggage of your crap." And Kendra G copies and pastes a program from Kevin Samuels' YouTube, and then she pretends to do this in the guise of I'm doing this for the men because men are talking about they want this, and this with women. A whole bunch of women, you only pick up women's calls, and they do this bullshit. And then you have the bleeding heart to give them money. And hey, I get it. If she needs, I don't mind the donation. I don't mind that. But how the fuck did we get here? How the fuck did we get here? To where anybody can get Congondral. This is the second time I've seen, and I'm pretty sure she's done it many other times, to where a woman cries on fucking Kendra G's show and they get money out of it. But when niggas are in a hard spot, we're ashy, we're broke, we ain't shit. Y'all telling me.
Kendra.
What's your cash app?
Kendra, oh my god. Oh my god. It's the $, Shanitha J.
Spell it for me so I can make sure I get it right.
The $, SHA. NITHA J.
J. So let's see what we got here. Oh, there's a couple. I gotta make sure you don't got no picture next to your name. So does it come up as Shani, SHA? Spell it one more time, honey.
Oh God.
Okay, so now I'm gonna send the rest.
Oh my God.
The fact that you lost your brother, the fact that your daughter is currently in jail, you're taking care of your grandchild, you're not working. So I just felt spiritually I wanted to do.
Oh my God.
It's Shanitha J. So SHAN. Spell it again. ITHA.
But the thing is, it's like I'm a mother before anything, and I'm going through it. I get it, and it's just.
But you
so
want
hard.
a man though, like
I'm in a huge house.
How did we get here, bro? How did we get here? You know damn well as a black man, you couldn't go on Kendra G's show, start crying about. You might win her over, maybe, but you ain't gonna get no. She ain't gonna talk about. Okay, hey bro, what's your cash app? Unless you can tie it into like a woman and say, oh well, my mama died from leukemia or some shit or breast cancer. But you know, if you don't have a car, Kendra G's not gonna say, what's your cash app? What you like to drive? You like Ford? You want a Tesla? She ain't gonna give you no damn Tesla to go to work.
Right now, right? And I'm going out there cutting my big yard, my grass. Okay.
Yeah, that's something for you niggas to. You're gonna cut her grass because she can't get her granddaughter to cut grass, and her daughter's not gonna cut the grass. So who's gonna cut the grass? You have a fucking a fucked up yard where I'm pretty sure there's toys all over the goddamn place, some broken shit in the back. That's gonna be your responsibility. She is not gonna sweat and slave cutting grass.
And trying to be strong in every.
Yes, yeah, we get it. Yeah.
And I went through that many years ago, where her father shot her mother. Her mother survived and shot her uncle. And I went through that.
Niggas ain't shit. We're domestic violence, the evil, and there we go. I'm done. I'm not even gonna waste my time with it because we've already we ran through 2/3 of it. We went through 2/3 of bullshit, and there was literally nothing that turned me on and say, hey, despite what she's going through, hey, despite her kids, she has 2 grown kids, it's still it's still a chance I might say something, but you know, the granddaughter will go away. We have to picture in the next month. Nah, this is a charity case, but they're blaming us for wanting to like get out the country for this shit. It's a charity case, man. I'm literally surprised and shocked that black women are this lazy. And to be honest with you, okay, like you don't need a man. You need to find something to do. You need to like refinance shit. You don't need a dude. Because really all a dude's going to be doing is just paying bills. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. He's emotionally drained. And then you get what you want out of it. Your bills are paid off. You get the good job that you wanted now. And you can kick him out. Nah. But you was mad. I just did that by accident. Because earlier she said she kicked out a dude for wanting to move in. And now she's broke with no money. Well, so yeah, that the irony of that shit.